Welcome in, guys. Big news we're going to be covering right now when it comes to Hot Toys announcements on the Deadpool Wolverine. So the figures are not done yet. We have yet to see like all the figures that Hot Toys are going to be releasing for this specific movie. So I'm excited because obviously as a big Deadpool fan, did enjoy the movie. The movie is officially out now on Disney Plus. And we can all watch it, anybody that has membership of it. So let's bring out some information though. First, this is how I found out the information. And if you are not following Instagram, Hot Toys, then, here's the information for you. But you see this information, the Resistance is coming soon. You got basically all 4 figures coming out. And I took some pictures. So if you haven't seen the movie, I would suggest go away. Come back after you watch the movie, but you're gonna enjoy these little clips because this lets into like what we call it, a rabbit hole of like possibilities of like how these figures are gonna come, what to expect with these figures, especially accessories, just overall. But that's how the information was actually given out to majority of us, basically collectors and so on, right? But there's also, if you go to Sideshow's website .com, they have it up already. You can RSVP, and I left it here so you guys can see kind of what it looks like. So like if I already RSVP for Gambit, Elektra, Blade, and X-23, you just go and hit RSVP now. And basically, as soon as some more information gets dropped by Sideshow, when it comes to reserving these figures or like any information, you're going to be notified and you're part of that notification list. So super exciting times, like I said, especially with the new releases. And it's not all, obviously Instagram has more options, more information. Like you can go ahead and see like Batman, if that's kind of like hot, you're into Star Wars, they have tons of other figures. This one, I'm not even going to want to cover this because this T1000 looks incredibly good, but we're here not for that. We're here for these 4 figures that are coming, and just overall, like, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments too as well. In the movie, Blade comes out with a nice bazooka. Now, the bazooka is not his; it's part of another Punisher 2099. I believe that's kind of what they reference to, but he's shown with the bazooka, so it's part of his like inventory of weapons now. So I'm wondering if they're going to be giving him a bazooka. Obviously he's got some rifles and guns and blades, so those are already assuming he's going to come with. But is he going to be packed with other exclusive items, like especially little accessories? I think that would make this collection of figures incredibly big and huge if they go out and do that, like give him the bazooka, that would be like a great touch, right? With X-23, I kind of assume, and I don't know if I'm gonna be let down because of these assumptions, but when it comes to X-23, she has a lot of accessories. She's got a backpack, she's got some glasses, her claws, obviously interchangeable hands that she's gonna be able to have. But one of the things that she's known, at least for me in the movie, is the fight against Juggernaut. So I'm wondering if they're going to give her like a Juggernaut helmet or the head or something which will make that X-23 kind of like a must-have, on top of it being super iconic. She was already in the Deadpool 2 movie, she was not. She was on the Wolverine movie, but not the Deadpool 2. But she was on the Wolverine. I'm thinking of Domino. I wish Domino would come out too. But I'm thinking Domino. But yeah, she was in the Wolverine movie. Obviously, now that we have Wolverine by Hot Toys, and like the details on that, it's gonna be really good. I think it's gonna be really good when it comes to it. But with that being said, X-23 and Elektra. Elektra is gonna have probably that's the one that I'm like thinking she's not gonna have too many things going on. Obviously, she's got her, I forget what those things are called. We're going to call them blades, but her weapons. And one of the things I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do is the hair. So these 2 ladies have hair and they have long hair. So we've seen what they did with a Lady Deadpool already. So I'm interested in seeing the direction they're going to be taking when it comes to these 2 figures, when it comes to the hair, the sculpt, like eyes. There's a lot of things that fast forward, from when I started collecting like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe now. They've come a long way, right? So I'm interested in seeing kind of like how magnets, eyes, and accessories and just little things do get implemented with these two lady figures. And we're gonna leave the big one for last. Gambit. That is the one out of these four that I'm extremely excited for, because there's two major reasons. Love the role that Gambit played. Been wanting Gambit to have his own freaking movie, and this might evolve into maybe possibly Gambit having his own movie. I feel like a lot of Marvel fans and just everybody Marvel related is a big fan of kind of like a Gambit in this scenes in the movie, but he is packed with accessories. He's got a coat, first of all. He's got his playing cards. They light up. His eyes light up in the movie. So there is a lot of options they can go with Gambit, and he can be packed with a bunch of accessories too. We already have a Gambit, actually. This is where things are going to get interesting. There's already a Gambit out. This Gambit is made by Sideshow, and it's a Sideshow 6-figure collectible. And this is definitely more towards a cartoon version of Gambit, at least my point of view and the resemblance of it. He is packed with other ones. You can see kind of like the other figures in there. Obviously, you got there is no Cyclops yet, but I would definitely stay away from this Wolverine compared to the Wolverine that we have now by Hot Toys. But look at the accessories that he comes with. At least, again, the Sideshow 6-scale version of this Gambit. I've seen a few photos, a few unboxing. I don't see this figure out in too many people's hands at the moment, but this is going to be interesting as he has two different faces, and I believe it's just the hair magnetized hair you can pull in and out, which changes his look completely. But as you can see, you get an idea of what he already comes with and what at least Sideshow decided to do when it comes to the Gambit. I feel like Hot Toys is going to step it up even more. I mean, they know about this. They're going to want to like show off kind of their skills and their abilities to produce really good, six scale figures when it comes to this. But yeah, I'm excited to see what obviously when companies battle it out and we're here just like as observers and like we're the customers and consumers, we benefit from these things. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. But yes, knowing that there's a Gambit out there, it's currently at 25% off at 202, part of like Sideshow's super discount going on. I want to point out, I do love some of the things. I don't have this figure, but I do. And if you like, let me show you one of the pictures here. Notice the details in his coat, man. Silk inserts. I do want to see what Sideshow is going to do with that. And the coat, obviously, it looks to be somewhat flexible and maybe wiring inside. I didn't look into the details of the description of it, but it looks to be standing on its own, unless they kind of like played around with the posing. But over there, the guys and gals at Sideshow do definitely know how to pose their figures. So wouldn't doubt if maybe it's not even wired. So yeah, Gambit is probably my favorite one out of the bunch when it comes to the announcement we had today. So definitely go out there, RSVP for some news. Doesn't mean you're going to get the figure. Maybe you choose one or two. Maybe you choose a collection. If you're a big fan of the Deadpool Wolverine movie and already have some of the figures from the movie, we have so far, obviously, Deadpool. We have Kidpool. We have Ladypool. And we have two Wolverines out there, one with the full vest costume, one with shirtless, and I think that is it when it comes to the figures. I myself have Ladypool, Deadpool, and pre-ordered Kidpool. So super excited, super pumped to see what this is gonna have. Let me know how interested in some of your thoughts and maybe like breakdowns of what you're thinking this is gonna come. But like I said, we can be packed with a lot of accessories, a lot of things. One of the things, actually, let me bring it up here. Like I mentioned, the Kidpool is on pre-order, but wanted to point this out. See this accessory couch that was given to Kidpool. Obviously, we kind of knew about this because there was just some photos kind of released with the whole entire family on the couch, and I didn't even put two and two together. And when I saw those photos, I didn't even think about the couch being part of as an accessory of this figure. We still don't have any information, no photos, no nothing. So, you know, when it comes to these figures, but, big but, there is a huge thing around this Odyssey, Honda Odyssey in the movie, right? So I wonder what if they give pieces of this Odyssey so that you could eventually combine it and build it up, you know, to each of those four figures, so that way you end up with the full minivan Odyssey from the movie, since they all rode into the movie for the final, one of the biggest fight scenes of the movie, you know. Or they give the entire, I don't think I've ever seen this before, like a vehicle by Hot Toys given to an entire figure as an accessory, or just overall. I think we've seen Batmobiles and stuff like that. Obviously those are really big. This would have to be extremely big, but I think probably is asking for too much, right? But it would be such a cool little accessory. Maybe if it's not extremely detailed like an actual Batmobile, but maybe we get something that you can kind of slot the figures in there. That'd be kind of hard, but I don't know. Something maybe you can put in the background, display in the background, something. You know, Hot Toys is really clever at doing things like this, so I'll be on the lookout for that. Of course, this is like super swinging for the fence when it comes to this part, but that would be interesting. That would be extremely interested. Super happy with the announcement. Did want to cover it because, like I said, I'm pumped about this movie. The fact that we're all watching it, especially if you have the membership for Disney Plus. But you know, I watched it twice already, so yeah, I can't wait to like even watch this more as these figures get released. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Take care, man. Peace.